I know. Have to grab one of these. How we met. That's how we met, me and you. Oh, break. Tea. 2, 8. Hotel Rwanda. Still crazy. Ep.10.
Hi, welcome to the Alice in Videoland podcast. As always, I'm joined by my good friend, Mr. Peter Tonks, and tonight, very excited to welcome here at Alice in Videoland live with us, it is Mr. Jamie Haugh. Welcome,
Hey.
Jamie!
Lovely to be here.
Oh,
Awesome.
mate, super excited to have you here, man. Hey, first time at Alice?
No, I've been here before.
When was your first time at Alice?
Oh, honestly, I thought I might have had fines. There's a Jamie Haugh here, spelt the same, but the address I can't remember.
Oh,
There's
did
no
you
fines
get,
on
did
it.
you get
I just
the
said,
check?
I just said, well, can you check if I've got any fines here? I definitely remember coming here.
Was it when the store was where C1 is now, next door, or you're not too sure?
I'm not too sure because I was away for 20 years in Wellington.
Yeah.
So it was before then.
Yes. So it probably was, that would have been, that time was...
late
would have
90s,
been,
early
would have been.
2000s or
Yeah.
something.
Would have been
Cool.
where C1 is now.
Yeah.
Because that would have been about the time that I first came to Alice, and that was
And
when it was on C1,
it was at the front-facing one was the first one.
That's
eh?
it. And Charlie Chaplin was outside
yes.
the car.
Yes, I remember going there, and I can't remember when. Yeah, I definitely have been here before. Also watched a movie here. Since you've been an owner, I come in and watched the movie here.
Awesome. Do you remember what movie it was?
Yes, it was that Taika and Oscar did that soccer one.
Oh, yeah.
Next Goal Wins.
Yeah, because
nice.
I wanted to watch one with my mum and with my son.
Oh, cool,
nice.
man.
And
Nice.
so I was looking,
perfect.
and I was like, I want to see that one. I think I'll like it, and my son will like it because he loves soccer.
Yeah.
He plays soccer, and my mum liked it. So it was,
that's
it was.
awesome.
And you know Taika, so it's perfect.
Oh yeah, he yelled at me because of you. But we'll get to that.
We'll get to that.
Interesting.
I can't
Okay,
quite remember
okay.
the right to. I'm looking forward to this.
So for anyone who may not know, like many people have seen your face on the big screen and the small screen over the years. You've dabbled in acting for quite a long time now, man. Tell us a little bit about your experience as an actor.
I suppose it started at high school, doing drama, high school plays, that kind of stuff. And then after school, family planning was like my first job.
Yeah.
Like left school, worked for family planning as a peer sex educator, going to schools doing...
Straight out of school into
Straight
that?
out of school. Well,
Really?
it might not have been straight out, might have been
but
like
still,
a couple of
that's-
months not doing anything and trying to look for something.
That's still
Because
straight out of school, man.
But there wasn't a lot of jobs kind of like that, you know.
Yeah.
Not a lot of acting jobs, which, you know, I didn't realise till a bit after. So that was cool for about 6 months. Went around kind of doing little skits mainly on just different
That's
bits and
right.
pieces to the kids, and then talking about sexual education and stuff to the kids, because we were kind of young, you know. We were like, I think I was like 17, 18.
Yeah.
So it wasn't so bad as, you know, a 40, 50-year-old man going, kids. So, you know, I don't know, it was just a bit, you know, we were peer kind of...
Yes, yeah, of course, yeah.
So it was, that was like my first bit of it. And then I worked at a youth centre called YCD, Youth Cultural Development, and I pretty much had to get a job after this thing. And I went in there, kind of asked to work voluntary. I asked for a job. Has anyone got jobs going? I said, no, there's nothing going, but you can work voluntary. And so I was like, oh, might as well. 2 weeks into it, I got offered a job.
Brilliant,
a theatre company called Pacific Underground was part of that kind of youth centre. They had office space there, and I was kind of poking my head in, oh, you guys do some acting stuff, and kind of, kind of thought that'll be
So
pretty
you kind
cool.
of knew you wanted to be an actor when you left school, then, by the sounds. You had that.
I knew I didn't really want to have kind of, you know, the kind of job. I wanted something different. My dad...
You want to be doing mail order at Alice. Yeah.
When I was 5, my dad went to work and didn't come home. He died at work.
Oh, shit.
So that's huge.
When you were
kind of,
5?
When I was 5, yeah.
Jeez, man, yeah.
So just went to work and died at work. So work meant death to me for a while, if that makes
Yeah,
sense. So
wow.
I wanted to kind of chase dreams and, you know, do things like that, kind of suppose. But then you start having kids and you've got to get a job and other bits and pieces.
Shit, man, that's,
So I did some plays for Pacific Underground. I even wrote a play that was reviewed by the listener, and that was pretty awesome back in the
Brilliant.
day. This is like 98, 99.
Yeah,
Wrote my own play, and it was part of this play. Wellington had a Young and Hungry season. We
That's
did it.
right, I
We
remember
did a
that.
Starving and Broke. That was that was what that was called. And we did like 6 plays over the space of 6 months at Pacific Underground on top of Ducks Deluxe, and that's where kind of I wanted to be like, okay, doing more. I did another play for another company about youth suicide, toured the country.
Wow.
Before I was like, no, I'm going to go to Wellington and try and I don't know, it just seemed like in Christchurch back then there wasn't a whole lot, you know.
Yeah.
I'm not too sure if there is now, you know. It's
It sounds like you were getting you're getting into
I was
the government
definitely
to
still
work.
trying, you know,
Yeah,
still
but you
trying
were
to.
getting lots of work by the sounds. Like you were actually
Yeah.
getting paid as an actor.
Yep, doing you know, high school plays, even just around Canterbury, and then the big one around the country was pretty awesome to, you know, go to little schools and little places like Ranfurly, Roxburgh, Peel, Tikawiti, you know, just all these different places and stuff.
Yeah, that'd be
And
fun.
you sort of created those jobs yourself, though, didn't you? By putting yourself out there and
Well, like, yeah,
writing those plays and doing those things.
I had got
right?
kind of, I suppose, headhunted in a way because I was doing stuff for Pacific Underground,
Yep.
and then this other company called Te Whānau Pūai Ora, all Māori company, had seen plays that I was doing and kind of wanted me to kind of come on this play with them. And I asked
Brilliant.
people at Pacific Underground, say, look, I've been asked this. They go, we've got nothing going for you, you know, so
Jump on.
go
Yeah,
for it. It was
that's
a
right.
20-week tour, which was
amazing.
pretty long, to be honest.
Yeah, yeah.
And living with, you know, a whole bunch of people and doing the play itself was amazing about suicide, youth suicide.
Wow.
So
And you wrote that one as well?
no, a guy called Machi Dehuki wrote it, but I definitely helped bring my character to life. My
Yeah.
character was like a Jim Carrey, funny.
Awesome.
Because one thing I helped, we workshopped a lot of it, and because I was one of the only ones with experience, you know, I had a lot of input, and you know, it has to be real and it has to be funny. You're doing it to high school kids; they're not dumb. These kids aren't dumb or
Yes.
thick, you know.
Yeah.
It has to be real, it has to be funny,
Yep.
and that would engage them, and hopefully with content and you know, give them what we want to give them, which is basically, you know, if you're down and out, depressed, you know, talk about
Talk
it,
to people.
try and reach out and try and
Yeah.
get help, you know, because it's okay not to be okay, kind of thing.
That's
you know?
right. Yeah, yeah.
And so I really like the what the play was about. I you know, I think I worked 9 weeks without getting paid on it, first 9 weeks.
Wow.
But it was a new company, all other bits and pieces, and I was down for the cause, I suppose.
And that's awesome that they spotted you and thought, hey, you know,
Yeah, hey,
this
can you
guy
come
would
and
be
help
great
us with it
for
and
this,
stuff like
and then,
this?
Yeah, totally.
It
man.
was an awesome play.
That's beautiful.
And then from that, pretty much, that was it. I was going to go to Wellington and try and chase a dream.
Yeah.
At the time, I believe I had broken up with my kids. I only had one child at the time, mum. And I was like, that's me. I'm done. I'm going to chase my dream, you know,
Yep.
because life's too short. And, you know, I've got to chase my dreams, got to go for it before, you know, time's gone. So went up there. It wasn't that much later. The mother of my kids followed me up there, and okay, we're here. And next thing, we're pregnant again. And I'm like, I'm not gonna do the movies. I'm gonna go and get a job.
Yeah.
And then, you know, because it was like, okay, I've got to put this kind of on pause. 2 kids, got to get a job. And then, lucky for me, I'd seen it at my local video store hiring, and I walked in and Blockbuster Kilburnie, and I said, is it full time or part time? I'm looking for full time. He goes, it's full time. And I'm like, okay, I'd like to apply. And he goes, but you know, he interviewed me on the spot, went down there, pretty much gave me the job straight away.
Oh, wow. Brilliant.
I was at the video store, and I mean, you know what is in the video store when
It's
you
a
go.
good video store. That's a good-
It was a big one.
Yeah,
It was
yeah, it's
huge
a big
too.
one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It was a big one, and I loved it. I ended up becoming manager. I worked there for 6 years, manager for about 4.
Brilliant.
But that was my you know, the video store. I'm in the movie industry. That's what I used to tell people. Very busy Wellington movie industry.
Yeah.
Kind of the arse end of the industry, but still the industry. But no, it was a sweet job. You know, I loved it. You know, movies and stuff like that. And just, you know,
You get to meet interesting people too.
yeah. And for me, it didn't feel like even though, you know, in some ways it was. You're putting them away. You do, you know, the same kind of thing. But I don't know. It just felt like I was kind of in the industry,
Yeah, well, you're still, but you're still,
When you were running the place and all
That's
that.
still
Yeah.
a step closer than being
Yeah,
that guy,
and
isn't it? You know,
fully,
like
100%.
it's-
And if it wasn't for that job, I wouldn't have probably met you guys. I wouldn't have got my job on The Hobbit.
Yeah.
How it kind of happened and stuff. It's just, you know, not necessarily what you know, who you know sometimes.
100%.
And also just being a nice person.
Yeah.
Did you have a few filmies come in?
Yeah, well, that's exactly how.
Yeah, right. There we go.
Yeah, yeah.
Nice.
So we obviously don't have to name names and stuff, but like I'm familiar with the story, and it's a pretty cool story. Can you share with us what your break was, as you would say, or?
Okay, so I'm at the video store. An American guy comes in, signs up. I'm looking at his name. I'm like, oh, you're American? And he's like, yeah. And I go, sorry, mate, we don't sign up Americans here. With the straightest face, the straightest face. And then he looked like he was about to explode. Oh, I'm just having you on, man, a bit of Kiwi humour, you know. And then he was like, I think it was about 2003, 2000, you know, so a lot of people didn't like Americans back then, apparently. And he was like, ready to blow.
shoot.
And I'm just having you on, man, a bit of Kiwi humour. And I go, you here on holiday? And he goes, oh, man, you had me, you got me, man. Like, you got me, man. Like, he honestly looked like he was, what do you mean you don't sign up for Americans? I love doing that, especially the Australians.
He was about to write to the Prime Minister
No,
or
sorry, we
something.
don't sign up Australians here. Like, I just used to love doing that. And anyway, so met this guy, and yeah, he was asking us on holiday. You here on holiday? He goes, oh, I'm working Weta, Peter Jackson, rah rah. I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah, okay.
And when he left, as soon as he left, I googled his name, and it was like Independence Day, Species, Nightmare on Elm Street, and I'm like, oh wow. and then so whenever he came in, I was always nice to him, and but I was nice to everyone. You have to be in customer service. You won't last too long, so nice to them and stuff, and then after a while, met his wife, and she was pregnant at the time. And then she'd be coming more in. I was there for years, so she had seen me come in, and she was pregnant at the time, and then her daughter was growing and stuff. And hey, Jamie, what are some of the good movies? And then I started helping pick the movies for her daughter and stuff. And then I wanted to get work on The Hobbit. I'd missed out on King Kong, and I'm working at the video store, and The Hobbit's coming up. The Hobbit's coming up. I gave my boss 3 months' notice. No. I think I gave my boss like a year's notice or something ridiculous. I gave him 3 months' notice. No, I think it was 3 months at first. I said, I'm giving you notice. I'm not going to be working here then. He's like, why is that? Because I'm working on The Hobbit. And he goes, you got a job on it? No.
But I'm
But I'm going to. I'm putting it out in the universe, and I'm manifesting it, or whatever they say. And I'm like, I'm giving you my notice. 3 months' notice. I won't be working here. I'm going to be working on The Hobbit. And about a month later, he rings me. Have you heard The Hobbit's been postponed? And I'm like, oh.
Can I stay a bit
No.
longer?
And then so I looked it up, and lo and behold, Hobbit's been postponed for a year. He goes, you still want to give you notice? I'm like, no. Like, I rescinded. I take it back. Yeah. And I think I cut back from being like a manager to not being a manager, and just I was still working. I was just like, because
You trained someone else up in that time.
But I knew it was also.
You knew it was going to happen, so you had to get ready
his
for it.
business was, he was trying to sell it for a while. It was going not great. We went from like the number 30th something store in the country to the number 1 blockbuster franchise, and then but it was still slowly that one sold off. Oh, he's sold off. You know, he's like getting out of it, and he's like they all started dropping and stuff. Obviously not all, but yeah, most of them just started dropping off, and you could kind of see the change, like, especially in you know, I knew I had to get out of this place soon, and I don't know, I think my partner at the time might have been working as well, so I didn't need to work full time, and I wanted to focus more on other things, music and other bits and pieces as well. But yeah, and then still didn't have a job. But in that time, this lady comes in, and I'm like, oh, how's blah blah? Oh, you know, he's all right. You know, I don't know. Part of me wants to say his name, part of me doesn't.
That's okay. I don't know if it's necessary, to be honest.
Yeah, no. But anyway,
it's still an awesome story.
Because of this lady, I'm just talking. She goes, oh, he's waiting on the Hobbit. Oh, everyone's waiting on the Hobbit. I'm waiting on the Hobbit. You waiting on the Hobbit? I'm like, yeah.
I'm waiting on the Hobbit.
I'm waiting on the Hobbit. And she goes, you're looking to get in work on it. I'm like, yeah. And she said, what kind of work? I'm like, well, anything really, you know, but mainly acting. And she says, you done any acting before? And then I said, told her what I'd done, Pacific Underground, blah, blah. Jamie, I'm the casting director for Peter Jackson. And I'm like, what? And I actually said, get out of here. I actually, get out of here. I've known this person for years, just as in the video store, hey, how you doing, being nice. like I said, I was being nice
Just
to
being
everyone.
nice to everyone.
You have to be
Yeah,
nice
yeah.
to everyone. You can't
Yeah.
just be.
Yeah,
You don't know what that person's gone through, and you just have.
But you're a nice guy anyway, right?
100%, 100%, and professional. Even though I might have had an argument with my partner, other bits and pieces, I come in, have my drink, and then, hey, how you doing?
That's it.
You know?
That's it, man. Yeah, you're right.
And to me, that was my stage.
Wow.
In there,
Yeah.
if you know
Yeah.
what I mean. Like, I was acting in there, because sometimes I don't want to go to work.
No.
I'm over it, but I have to. Like, 'cause I don't want to ring up sick. I have to go, suck it up, and hey, how you doing? You've got fines here. Do you want to worry about it today? No, okay. Becoming the manager was the hardest because obviously you have to deal with the the scratch. All that. So many stories on that, but yeah. So
Does that ring any bells, Pete?
Yeah, it kind of does.
So yeah,
Give them a freebie and it's all right. But yeah.
So yeah, me meeting the casting director of Peter Jackson, and if it wasn't for her, I wouldn't have got my job on The Hobbit. I remember because she was telling me get an agent, which I was lining up already. I said I'm looking at this guy. She said, yeah, perfect. And
Yep.
then 2 days after getting my agent, I get a ring from him. Are you available for camera test work on The Hobbit? I'm like, yeah. Yeah, like freaking out, like yeah.
And your agent must have also been like, I've had you on the
Who is
books.
this guy?
2
I've
days.
had you on the books for 2 days, buddy.
100%.
Yeah.
And it wasn't until like I think I came in to sign something, talked to him, and he was talking, and and then I explained how we'd got to here.
Yeah.
Because
You must have been his favourite customer. That's
I'm not
It
too
was your
sure.
agent, wasn't Jude, was it?
Sorry.
Was it Jude, your
No.
agent? No, okay, no worries. You can move on from there.
I mean, like I can say the names, but it's like who cares, eh?
No, it doesn't.
No, I mean-
it doesn't make the story any
Because
better.
I was with Red Rocket in the one, but you're obviously with a better company than that, probably. Well, the Red Rocket was great, by the way.
Yeah. I would go with any. Like I had heard this guy was good, so I went for him.
Did you get work as a stand-in on The Hobbit?
Yeah, I could have been on Lord of the Rings as a Hobbit.
Because you would have been probably quite.
Yeah, I could have been one of them, but I got more money in doing locations.
Of course,
so
yeah.
the locations gig, yeah.
Well, that's what I learned from doing Hobbit. Like that crew member gets the whole gig.
Yeah, the whole gig.
And
yeah.
as a stand-in, I was a crew member. Some of my friends just got like a day or two here and there as an extra.
Extras,
and
yeah.
that was it. Whereas I got 18 months every day.
Yeah, every day, yeah.
And then that's when I started being like, oh, teach me how to make a coffee.
Yeah,
Or,
yeah,
and then
yeah.
I started, oh, what do you guys do? And oh, I can do that, and I can do that.
yeah.
And
It was like film school for you, eh?
it was
Like-
100%. It was
man,
film
that's-
school for me, and it was. I mean, The Hobbit was the most amazing experience of my life. Unfortunately, I lost my best friend in the whole wide world in the Christchurch earthquake 3 weeks before I started.
What?
So,
Shit.
yeah, I was down here knowing that because I flew down the next day. But it was a crazy time, for me. Like, it was the most amazing time. But I'm dealing with trauma. Kind of, I suppose I didn't. I'm just going to put that in my pocket or put that in my bag, and I'm going to.
He
go
would have
and-
wanted you to
Oh,
do it.
yeah,
wouldn't he?
and I did, and that's exactly what I did. So I kind of worried about it when I could, and went through counselling and all other things and stuff. But after that, I was like, I've got to do this job. This is my big opportunity. This is everything I've lived and dreamed for.
Like at the video
since a
shop,
kid.
man, you got to
Since a
fucking
kid,
smile and put on a face and
100%.
just do your job.
100%. Like,
So what was the job? You got the stand-in for one of the main casts? is it?
Yeah.
Ken Stott, eh?
Yeah,
wasn't it?
Barlin.
Yeah,
There was 4 stand-ins hired, one for Bilbo, one for Gandalf, one for Thorin, and one for Barlin. The 4 probably main kind of characters with
Yes,
main
definitely.
things.
Yeah.
But
But you ended up standing in for fucking heaps.
Heaps. Anyone
in fact,
and everyone.
you were a stand-in
Yep.
for Peter Jackson, weren't you?
I'm trying to think.
I'm
Yeah,
sure
I
you
believe
told me a
so.
story where
Yeah.
on one
Because
occasion you were.
he has his cameos.
Yes.
His cameos and stuff.
Yeah.
Yep, Stephen Colbert, I was his stand-in.
How crazy is that, man?
It was funny too because I didn't look at myself as the number 1 stand-in. I was probably number 4. That's how I looked at myself because all the other stand-ins had
Professional stand-ins.
well they had done movies before.
Yeah.
And I hadn't done a movie before. And I remember meeting Sir Ian McKellen for the first time, Gandalf, and Gandalf was talking to his stand-in. They were getting a photo together and everything. And he comes over and talks to us, and they'll say, "Oh, this is Jamie's first movie." And he's like, "What? Is this your first movie?" And I'm like, "Yes, it is." And he goes, "Well, let me give you a bit of advice. Steal as much as you possibly can." And walked away. And, yeah, that was my.
And did you?
No.
Of course not.
Nah.
He could probably steal and get away with that. I think I would lose my job pretty quickly.
Yeah, fair
I was
enough.
worried about losing my job. big
I've
time,
seen a
you
couple
know.
of questionable things at your house. No,
No.
I'm just teasing.
I think. No,
No,
I can
no,
think of.
no. Dude, like
I should
that-
have.
Yeah.
I honestly.
You should have
that's
taken
my
his
biggest
advice.
regret because I didn't listen to him. I should have stolen.
In hindsight, yeah,
I should
everything.
have stolen as much as I possibly could.
Oh man, what an experience.
No, a few people, people were, and they lost their jobs.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
100%.
yeah. No, I've heard of art department people on rings stashing stuff and coming back later on, you know, on set and then coming back later, and they all got caught. So on Hobbit, they numbered everything. I'm sure you probably remember all the hero weapons were all numbered. I was talking to one of the art guys, Nate, on there, and they literally signed in and out all of the weapons to the extras and people, so they knew what extra had which weapon, and it was
It would not
closely
surprise me.
guarded on
That would not
Hobbit.
surprise me,
Yeah.
but you could still get away with stuff, I reckon.
Yeah, of course
I
you
reckon
could.
there's ways that you could get away with stuff, but
Yeah.
for me it was like, the risk was
Not worth
too
the
much.
hassle.
No, and
I mean,
if,
this
and
is
if
my
you,
first gig.
if you had a
and I
stolen
wouldn't
on
walk-
that and
I
got caught,
wouldn't-
you
I
wouldn't have
wouldn't
worked
have
again,
worked
man.
on-
No, you
I
wouldn't
wouldn't
have.
have worked again,
No,
I would've
no,
been
word
blacklisted.
travels. I mean, we've
Yeah.
all heard interesting things in production offices, man, and people talk, and that
Oh
shit
yeah,
travels,
I remember hearing of stories of, oh, what? Wow. So yeah, there's some crazy stories.
No, that's awesome, man. Like, well, that's
That's a pretty
amazing.
cool story, man.
And-
I didn't
and-
know any
and-
of that, so that's an awesome story.
It is. I love that story. I think it's super inspiring, man. I've actually shared that story because you've told me that story before, and I
Yeah.
think it's incredible. And I've shared that story with people before just because I think it's
I
hilarious,
think
and it's
it
also
is too, you know.
it's a success story, man. Like that is you just
For me it is, like, you know, I had a
anyone is,
dream
man.
and I chased it and
Dude.
I got it. And boom, I feel very blessed to have worked on the movies that I worked on
Yeah.
and to meet the people that I've met. You know, I've met some awesome people in this industry. Unfortunately, there's some assholes too. But
Yeah.
majority of people that I've met have been awesome. Friends for life.
And you ended up in, I know it's not trying to bring it up, but you ended up in a little, now what's the thing you ended up in, which I've seen, where Peter's got his
The appendices or that was
tell us
very
about that
funny. Well, Peter Jackson called me a little bastard. And it was
not just that. He called you a little bastard on the DVD
Yeah.
extras.
On the extras.
of the third Hobbit
one. Little
film.
bastard
So-
got it at every shot.
I'm working at Weta Digital, and a friend goes, bro, have you seen the Battle of the Five Armies extended edition? And I'm like, nah. He goes, it's just been released. The appendices, which is all the
might have been me.
extras. It could have been.
Because I watched it the
could have
day it
been.
came out.
And
so
so I'm freaking out because, bro, you're all over it.
I-
Peter Jackson calls you a little bastard.
pretty
It
sure I
probably
sent it
was
to you, bro. I think I've still got the messages there. Yeah.
It probably was you.
Yeah.
And so I'm freaking out. I leave work, go straight to the warehouse, buy it, go home. I'm going through these things. And next thing, Peter Jackson calls me a little bastard. And I'm like, oh my gosh. Like, my first thoughts were, I ruined his trilogy.
Oh,
I ruined it. Like, that was my first thoughts and stuff. And I remember going to work, and a good friend that's passed, Sam Page, was like, bro, you know Peter. He wouldn't know, what's it? And he was saying,
He said it with
he goes,
well, I
what's
heard it,
Peter's
didn't-
favourite saying? And I'm like, continuity is for sissies. Because that's what Peter says. and they're talking about the continuity of me being moved. And I got moved. I didn't just nilly-willy try and jump into every shot.
yeah.
I got moved by the ADs. I got yelled at that day by the continuity lady. I said, I don't want to see you on again. And walked off. And next thing, I went up to the AD, one of the ADs that moved me, and said, hey, man, this has happened. Like, you've moved me into all the shots, or, and don't worry, we're going to start off the next with the girls running in. And I'm like, they run right past me. So she's saying, I don't want to see you ever again, screaming at me, I don't want to see you ever again. Straight after lunch.
except for this bit where we need to see you.
The first shot is a close-up of me,
Yeah.
and then panning off to the girls. And it was a pretty scary
continuity's-
day. Because,
Hilarious.
Actually, she was a foreign lady too. Is it the one I'm thinking
Victoria,
of?
yeah.
The one from
Well, she
Australia.
was that day. I mean, she was very far. We just got lunch. Why didn't she just come out? Because she would have seen. She would have, what are you doing jumping in? I'm just doing what the...
What
and
you
this is
think?
what I said.
Oh,
Look,
yeah.
please talk to them because I'm only doing what they've told me to do. Not knowing that someone, I reckon, was using me as a pawn just to try and get me in all the scenes. I don't know. I really don't know. But it was a hoot, and I remember showing my son,
hoot.
and he's like, Dad, did Peter Jackson just call you a little bastard? I'm like, yes, he did, son.
Sir Peter Jackson.
Sir Peter Jackson. Yes, he did, son. And,
Yes, he did, son.
and so, yeah, it's a term of endearment for Peter. That's what I've been told.
That is, man. When he called all the dwarves little bastards.
And
You can
he
tell.
He got them all custom-made jumpers that say, I'm a
Little
little bastard. I've got one in my wardrobe at home.
Yeah, no, but it was funny. Like I said, at first I thought, oh no, I ruined his movies. Like, but then it was like him even pointing it out and making light of it, you know, because no one else would have known. There was 100 extras that day, and this was my first day of like you're getting in the scene, you're being a featured extra, and then you know Peter only knew like 4 or 5 of the extras.
Yeah.
You know, so he knew me, and I was trying to blend in, which I did. I think you know, no one. You know, it's only when he points it out that they're, oh wow, yeah, now I can see it.
Yeah. Kind of like his assistant wearing female clothing in that scene as well. Very well disguised.
Exactly. Yeah, I mean, it's crazy what, you know, things can get away with when there's 100 extras.
Dude, and the thing is, like, there's 1,001 things they could have talked about on that behind the scenes.
Oh, yeah.
And they decided to take an entire chunk and dedicate it
that
to
was
you.
awesome. That
Dude,
was
like,
awesome.
that is...
And even when you sent me the other video of the guy talking about it recently.
Yeah, so it's just become popular. It's been re-released on YouTube.
It's
that
gone viral.
particular
I went
clip.
viral
And it's
for
going nuts. And people are loving it.
I saw it somewhere
Guy
on
trolled
recent.
Peter Jackson. Google that.
That's
Guy
the
trolled
thing,
Peter
yeah,
Jackson.
Guy
I saw it on
Peter Jackson.
Facebook the other day or something. Was Adam? Was it one of Adam's gigs? Did he do it? Beasley's partner? Was it him that shot the thing? Or
I'm not too sure. He was visual effects, VFX.
On that one, was he?
Yeah,
Okay, yeah.
He was VFX. I met him because he was part of the VFX table
yeah, right.
on the Hobbit. We were sitting behind him quite a bit. I love Adam.
Yeah, he's a good dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're on King Kong. He was the video diary guy.
Oh,
I
cool.
Thought it might have been him, but no. No, that's fucking great story, man.
Yeah.
Dude, it's
Legendary.
like that must
How many
have-
how many likes you got on YouTube?
Oh, I don't know how many likes, but it's over 1 million views.
He's got women on there going, oh, that guy's cute.
One. I think it was one. But it's my favourite comment. But no, honestly, like 98% of the comments, like, and there was quite
People
a bit,
love it, man.
were a legend. I did the same, you know, that, you know, I didn't want to say, look, I got moved, you know, it's not as cool as it sounds, you know. They think that this guy just didn't care about anyone. I'm trying to get in all the shots. It's like, no, they moved me. We were shooting this way and they said, move me. And the main reason they moved me was they wanted to put one of the actors' dads in a shot with them.
Right, yeah.
The little boy, Bane, not Bane. Yeah, Bane.
Oh, yeah,
Bane.
John...
Yeah, Bell.
What's his name? John Bell. Yeah,
so
lovely
his
young fella.
dad, they
Yeah,
wanted
yeah.
to get them in the same shot.
Cool.
Where I come in, they were like, oh, that's perfect. You just jump on the other side and do the same thing. Sweet as. So I'm jumping on the other side and do the same thing. And then other bits, so I remember some of the cameraman, oh, Jamie, just come in here and be you know, just...
They all knew you,
They-
so that's why you...
they-
Yeah, of course. Yeah,
They
you were
want-
the
I
easy-
think
it
they
was
wanted
easy
me
to-
to get seen too. I'm
Yeah,
not too
yeah,
sure.
yeah.
Totally, yeah, no, of
For
course
me, I
they
remember
did.
watching, you know, when it came out, being like, oh, I can see.
Pete would have been
I
like-
I knew.
It was great, man.
Pete
'cause,
would have
like,
been laughing like anything
Yeah,
in
because
the edit suite.
continuity is
Yeah.
for sissies.
Yeah.
That's what he's saying.
I think it's awesome, man, because like when I first met you, it was after the first film had premiered, and you told me that your foot was in the first film.
Yeah.
And we saw that clip,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
it is. He's playing a hero goblin foot
Yeah.
that stomps a trumpet. It's
And
pretty
I
cool.
did 20 of them. My foot
I
was
remember you
so in
telling
front
me,
of
yeah.
Andy Serkis, and I
Yeah.
love him. He's honestly one of the loveliest dudes that I've met. Like, yeah. But going to second unit and getting told, oh, you have to dress up, and we did other shots, but that was like the only one that you know, made the cut, I suppose.
That's cool, but then
Yeah.
you know, and then film 2 goes by, and then film 3, and next thing I'm
got a
sitting
couple
there
of
watching
scenes.
the film in 3D, man, and your face is like
yeah.
literally front and there's like 2 shots in particular where it's all Jamie, man.
Yeah.
Like everyone around the world
was
seeing
cool.
that film, high frame rate, 3D, bro. Like,
Yeah. My daughter was squeezing
Dude.
my hand like,
Really?
yeah, like
Ah,
squeezing
sweet.
my hand like, you know,
Sweet,
it was a
sweet,
proud
sweet.
moment. you
that
know.
must have been like the
I
like that
like-
must for you must have felt like the culmination of everything. Like, dude.
It was awesome, and you know, it was.
It was awesome.
It
You
was
had
a
a
t-
dream,
Oh,
and
yeah,
you,
yeah, yeah.
dude, like you were.
Yeah.
You were fucking worldwide, man. Like you were on.
No,
it was insane.
yeah.
You're in the Hobbit.
Yeah.
You're in like, and
I'm
you're not
there.
just a guy in the back.
I'm a little bastard.
You're a little bastard. You're on, like, it's insane, man. Like, yeah, it blows my mind.
Keep that dream going, man.
Yeah.
When's your next one?
Oh well, I don't know. I've been looking
Spark
after
that
my
dream.
mum. No, I've been looking
Yeah.
after my mum, and my
Once-
mum
yeah,
had an
well,
aneurysm.
once- yeah.
My brother's, he's coming back to live. So
Once he
hopefully
takes
that'll free
over,
me
yeah.
up to do more
Yep.
stuff.
Yep.
Because I've turned down something from you. I've turned down Avatar. They wanted me to come
Really?
back and do some pickups, and I'm like,
Oh,
sorry, I
no.
can't.
Yeah.
Because I'm in a scene in Avatar. I don't know if it's the next movie or the one after. And this was, years ago we filmed it.
Yeah.
And they wanted to come do pickups. I'm like, no, sorry, I can't. And I would love to, but I just couldn't because
Yeah.
Mum,
Yeah.
No,
she's
good
a
on you.
priority at the
Good on
moment. But yeah, hopefully in the future, especially my brother, frees me up that I can go do things.
Fuck, man, well, you've always got a fucking job with me, bro.
Yeah,
That's-
and I'll definitely, more than happy to do whatever, mate. I'll this is the thing that I say to people. I do the shittiest job with a smile on my face. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh, bro, every time I've worked with you, you bring a good energy, man. You're just,
try.
you do, no, you do, no,
try.
you do.
It's
You
better
always,
than, I think it's way better bringing that energy than other energy.
it is, bro,
Negative,
100%. It makes a world of difference, and that you're a good bugger to have along. So, look, man, we could fucking sit here and talk about Peter Jackson and The Hobbit all day long. You know I could, but we've got 10 films here, which I wanna jump into and hear about, man. So I'm super interested. From a guy who managed a blockbuster for a number of years, this is going to be good. What do you got for us?
E.T.
Dude,
My first.
love it.
The
My
first. My first.
First film you ever saw? Or?
First one I remember seeing.
Oh, right.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not 100% sure if it's the first one I ever saw.
And at the cinema too, right?
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Going to the picture theatres,
Dude.
watching a movie. Two feelings I remember: being scared, but also really upset. Like
Yes.
crying.
Yeah.
Just knowing
Yeah.
that something could do that to me to move my emotions, and it was like, oh wow, this is cool. Because I remember being freaked out, at the start, but then I remember being into it, and then I remember being upset. So it was like that
Yeah, it
roller
is,
coaster
man.
kind of thing.
For a kids' film too.
Oh
like,
yeah, and even like watching it with my kids,
yeah.
same kind of thing. Seeing my daughter upset and
Yeah.
the other bits and pieces. So it's yeah, for me, like it was one that I had to pick. Like when I actually asked, like, where is it? And it's in the because where I thought it would be, it wasn't there, but it's in the top 500.
Top 500, yeah,
which
yeah.
I should have looked there, but.
That's what I did when I did my picks too, man. Yeah. And it deserves to be in the
we-
top
we were
500.
following him around at
definitely,
the start.
definitely.
And I
he
couldn't
was-
find a
he
lot
couldn't
of them,
find it.
but they were in the top 500, so there you go.
Yeah.
Dude, it's such a good film, man. And I
Yeah.
feel like kids' movies these days, they don't have that same scare factor. I remember watching The Goonies as a kid for the first time, and that was one of the first films that scared me.
Yeah.
And then also at the end of it, I'm like, this is all sad and stuff. Like, Sloth's going home with him. It's like, you're coming home with me now.
Yeah.
What? It's so good, man. Yeah, and same with E.T., man. Like I remember watching that as a kid for the first time as well, and just it's a roller coaster. It really is.
Yeah, I can't remember the last time I seen it. It was probably about 20 years or 15 years or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just one I'll never forget how it made me feel.
Yeah.
My first movie. Watching
Roughly
it.
how old were you?
So it was
I
82,
think about
82
six.
it came out.
Five or
Six.
six.
Shit,
Five or
yeah,
six.
right.
5 or 6.
Yeah.
I have the same memory with Back to the Future, and that's why that's sort of left
Yeah,
such
yeah.
an imprint, and it's because it was the first film that
First,
sort of
and just opened my eyes to.
makes you feel things. Yeah.
Yeah, well, 100%. It made me, emotions and stuff like and that's what good movies do, I suppose.
That's
they
what I
take,
love about
take
movies,
on emotion.
man.
They've got the line of action or what's happening and all other bits and pieces. And I suppose ones I do like are the ones that just, oh wow, didn't expect that. The kind of curveball endings.
Absolutely.
The craziness.
Catch you
wow.
by surprise.
Yeah,
eh?
yeah. Those ones.
I love that, man. Yeah, it's a fun journey, when you find a good film like that. E.T., man.
Well, it's amazing. The first film you've shown us is one you watched when you were 6. That's impressive.
That's awesome. Yeah. Pete, you've got to love E.T., right?
Oh, I love E.T. Yeah.
It's
I haven't seen it for years either. So, but yeah, great film.
It's a classic, and it just holds up, man. I watched it maybe like 2 years ago, and I still reckon it holds up.
I think it does too.
Our hero before Peter Jackson came along.
Yes,
Yeah,
absolutely.
definitely.
Yeah. Nah, great first pick,
Next
bro.
one?
Great first pick.
Was it down here?
Bang.
What We Do in the Shadows.
What We Do in the Shadows. I picked this because I worked on this movie. This was the movie I worked on after Hobbit. It's the movie that I met you, and it's the movie that I met you.
Yeah, I was trying to work out where I met you, but this is good.
this is the movie I met you on.
And God, it's a good film.
Oh,
Holy shit, it's a
I
good
love
film.
It is a great film.
So good.
It was the funnest time I've ever had on set. Some of the funnest days. Masquerade Ball was just, oh man, the funniest. 'Cause they knew where the scene started and they knew where they needed it to go. and just the
How they got
impro,
there. Yeah.
you know, you were there.
Oh, dude.
It was just so funny that everyone was cracking up and like this, you got to stop laughing or say the same thing, or you know, because Jermaine and it was just so funny. Like
Jason
just,
Hoyt and
yeah.
Oh, dude.
It was
They were
hilarious.
They were
you know,
hilarious.
we were
man.
laughing
Yeah.
and cracking up and trying not to, but it was just so funny.
You were in it. You were one of the extras. in it?
Well, initially, like when I was on the Hobbit and like coming to the end of it, you know, the question was, what's next? You know, what's next? And I remember talking to some people, and they were saying, "Oh, this is happening," and I met one of the producers and other people on the Hobbit, and so I offered I offered up that I wanted, hey, can I work on this? I offered to work for free, and because for me, I didn't feel like I had paid my dues for the industry, if that makes sense. Like I'd done the Hobbit, 18 months of it, learned heaps, but it's like, I can either work on this movie or I can not work on this movie.
Yeah.
Like, I want to work on this movie.
Yeah.
I don't care about money.
And if they say no to no money, then it's not meant to be, right?
100%. And to me, it's like, you know, as an extra or anything, you know, I want to help out in any way possible. And
that's your best offer, you know.
Yeah,
so,
anything. And someone goes, "Are you serious?" I'm like, "Yep." Oh, and then boom, the next thing I got rang, and next thing I think my first day that I came down was to work with Sam and Gabe Page, and I had to. I remember Jermaine and Taika first meeting them and asking them if they wanted a drink, and then I don't know if the coffee machine was down or something was, I went over to Park Road Post across the road from where we were and bought them coffees myself and came back and gave them to them.
Right.
Because there was something, I can't remember. That was my first day and being like, and
thinking,
then
man.
That's weird because I did the same thing on my.
because you know where the studios were, just across the road
right
from
across
Park
from
Road
Park
Post.
Road,
And I can't, I
That
don't know if
building's
it
gone
was.
now. That building's gone.
Yeah.
Is it? Oh,
Yeah,
cool.
the studio's gone.
Because they had Studio 4 or whatever it was.
They had a couple of different ones,
Yes,
and the house was in the main.
That's right. Yeah.
Because most of the time I worked on it was when we were on locations. Because then I started, they go, "Oh, we've got a place on locations," and that's how I met you. I was your assistant, and so
Which location was it?
quite a lot of them.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Just like in town.
Yeah.
What's the retirement home?
Yep.
Mainly in town.
The city street
Boogie
stuff.
Wonderland.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You know, all those alleyways and stuff like that. I remember walking across the road while Taika and that's, you know, they're just walking down the street, so I'm kind of being security, walking across the road, making sure no one messes with them and stuff.
Yeah.
But how I started is I'm working with you. You show me the ropes, you show me the cones, get there early, cone off these parks.
Oh, yeah.
And so we cone off the parks, and then the trucks come in and then boom, they're away. So all the timing and, you know, getting there early, making sure to cone off the parks. I think it was my second or third day, I go from locations assistant to locations manager. Because Pete was busy and he had to go somewhere, and here's the mud map for you. Here's the mud map for you.
See you,
like,
mate.
oh, okay. So here I am.
He probably
Fuck,
had a
I
movie.
don't remember this,
He
man.
probably had a movie to go and
This
see,
is-
if I'm being
this
I
honest.
must have been busy on another job.
Yeah. And so I get the thing, okay, the trucks go here. I get there a couple of hours early with my cones. Cars start to go away. I start putting my cones and making sure that I got enough parks for all these trucks that are coming in. I'm going to put these trucks to where Peter wanted me to put these trucks, and I get them all in there. They start coming. Oh, yep, in there, bro. Anywhere you're like, in there. And then all the trucks
and you
get in.
felt
Everyone,
great.
the trucks get, oh man, it was.
You were winning.
It fits like a
Sounds
glove.
like you're doing a good job.
Well, he is.
Oh, it
yeah.
was. It was the best until Taika turned up.
Oh, what did he do? He wanted a park or something.
First shots were.
that was a shot.
First shots were external, you know, of the thing. What are these trucks doing here? Rah rah rah. This and that.
Oh, no!
Rah, rah, you know, and the first
I
shot was
must have
this,
been-
that, rah,
Was
and I'm
tomorrow's
just.
mud map.
I must have been advising correctly.
And so here's me on my like second day of like doing cones, and I just went up to him. I was like, "Hey, bro, just set the cameras up. I'll go sort this out." You know.
Yeah.
And that's what.
That's a great attitude, though.
Fuck, I don't know.
There's nothing else I could do. It's
Yeah,
like, okay,
that's
shit, just because I knew
Yeah.
you're not shooting right away. You're
No,
going
yeah,
to
you
go
got
set
time,
up,
yeah.
and I'm going to go start yelling at people to move the shit.
And it only affects them as soon as they
And
come.
I have
yeah,
no idea.
yeah.
I have
Then,
no
then,
idea
then
whether
he just got on with it. I
Yeah.
just got on with it. Next thing, boom, was shot, and everything was all good.
I have no idea whether that was my fault or whether Taika.
Well, I'm telling you, Pete, it was your
It was my
fault.
fault.
It was your fault, Pete. I'm telling you now.
No,
You
I
gave me the
reckon-
map. You said, here you go, son. And now it's only your second day, but pull your pants up and have a go. And so I did it how you did the map. But obviously
No
something...
one, I don't think anyone told me.
What happened was,
I
on
don't
the
know.
way to work, Taika went, actually, it'd look nice if we shot
might
this
do-
way.
We might do that. Who
Yeah.
knows?
I mean
Who knows?
that has happened.
It happens all the
It's
time.
happened to us all the
Yeah.
time.
And I used to get really stressed.
Yeah, you're probably right.
I used to get really stressed because honestly, it literally does happen. And sometimes we even joke about how they'll be like, we'll do a tech recce and they'll go, oh, so where are you going to put all the infrastructure? I'm going to put it all here until you tell me it's in shot. And, bro, and it always happens. And I used to get stressed and I would say to Pete, like, what do you do? And fucking, I've seen you do it. You sit there and you go, it's all good, we'll just move it. Don't worry about it. Whereas
it gets
sometimes...
stressful sometimes.
I know, but at the start, you know, the first few
When you
times...
get yelled at, for me it was like...
Oh, but for me, only because I knew that I was right because we talked about it. We did a tech recce.
100%.
So I instantly, you know, being defensive and going, oh no, but you said they don't give a fuck. You just move the stuff, get it sorted, and you get on with it.
And sometimes,
I learned that from Pete,
I've done it a few times, and sometimes they might even say something they don't tell you. You know,
Yeah,
that's half the problem as well.
I fully understand.
But it sounds like you nailed it. To be
But
fair.
that would
Oh, I
have been
did.
that would have been
No,
hard though. That
for
would have been hard on your first day, man.
For me, it was like I was very anxious. You know, I remember just
dude.
freaking out. Like, am I going to have a panic attack? Kind of that anxious. But then it's like, okay, just one foot in front of the other. You know what to do. Hey, bro, can you just move your car? Right, you know, and just we got it done. And,
No,
you know,
good on you, man.
And I think after that he said, oh, you know, thank you. And I said, sorry, man, it was Pete.
He's like, I know that fucking Tonks guy.
He gave me the
He's not
last
looking at me.
this. This is what he gave me. No, I don't think I did that. But that's how I felt.
No, he would have agreed with you. I'm certain.
No, but like for me, that was like my, you know, like learning locations. Okay.
Yeah.
Especially in town, you know, in a busy town and bits and pieces. I remember having to put up signs like, you know, just saying, filming's going to happen. If you don't want to be in it, go the other way.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, that's
just
right.
other bits and pieces.
That was the big thing on that job. Eh?
Yeah. And especially because they were walking around public, you know.
It's just it's a mockumentary, isn't it?
Exactly.
So it's all just real
So
life.
we just had to kind of take care of them, make sure everything's okay.
Yeah.
And,
You know who I
obviously-
met a couple of days ago? I did a talk at film school, and a guy came up at the end. I don't know whether you heard it, but his sister was the girl in Eagle vs Shark, and she had a cameo in that one of those
Who,
nights.
the young girl.
Yeah.
Oh really? 'Cause,
So-
yeah, they were in the Masquerade Ball scene. The young girl,
Yeah.
and
So
her
her,
sister.
but her and her brother, who was apparently saw himself as a girl back then, so there was two girls that did a scene on the streets, one of those streets, and he came up and introduced himself, and I remember them being there on that night. So
Yeah.
So it was probably when you were helping us.
Yeah. Well, we just at the Cuba Mall, just other bits and pieces. Pretty much, whenever we were out in town or out on location, like I'd come and help you.
Yeah.
Unless you didn't need it.
Yeah.
But obviously, I didn't get much in the studio because I wasn't needed in the studios.
Yeah.
So
And
just
I was
remember-
only semi part time in that job myself.
Well, you made me full time. No, you made me locations manager.
I was literally doing another job over that one. So
Yeah,
I
no, but
I
it was
on
fun, and like that was the only moment that made me kind of freak out a little
Yeah,
bit.
yeah.
But
That's
after,
good effects,
after
yeah.
you know, after I said, look, you set up the cameras, I'll go fucking sort this shit out. But no, we did it, and you know, after that, like I said, Taika, he came up to me, and you know, it was sweet. You know, it was like because he definitely seemed like, what's wrong? You know, like, oh.
ruined my vision.
Yeah. But no, that was like the most fun I worked on. I love the movie, you know. I think it's amazing, and obviously they got a series on
Oh,
HBO,
dude, it's
you
gone
know,
crazy, man.
crazy.
It's taken
And
over.
Just meeting them, you know, all of them, you know.
And
That
then
was-
you
it
and
was
I
a-
had an
it was-
awesome time at the premiere. We got to go to the premiere
that
together.
that was my first premiere. This
Oh,
was
dude.
also the first time I saw myself on the big screen. This movie.
Well, it was
like, 'cause
pretty-
it was shot after Hobbit, but because they
Oh, it came out in 2014,
Yeah,
so it was
yeah,
before Battle of the Five.
Yeah.
And it was quite special because you and I, we kind of got to sit in the cinema, and there was a scene where they walk into a nightclub and you're a bouncer, and it's like, boom, there was you, like right
Yeah.
there. And I was like, bro, and I slapped him, and I was like, bro. And then later on, there was a scene at the Masquerade Ball scene, and
Yeah.
for some reason they chose me to be one of the few cutaway.
Right.
I'm wearing a mask and that, but it's
see-
like, it's
you know
me,
it's
bro.
you.
Like you can
Yeah,
even had
yeah.
a friend message me and be like, I fucking saw you.
Yeah.
And then I'm on screen and Jamie's like, bro, look! And it was like at the Embassy Theatre, fucking Taika, Jermaine, the works, and boom,
Brilliant.
there's my face. And
Oh,
it was
what a
like,
good
we
story.
both got to share in this moment, and it was like, it was same for me. Like,
first premiere.
I think it wasn't like, I'd been to like a lower budget premiere, but this was like my first proper, you know.
Yeah.
That
yeah.
was at
Embassy.
the embassy. Yeah,
Yeah,
they
it
had
was-
the
it was great.
blood carpet
and
out the front.
The thing that I loved also about this movie was seeing the difference of I've been from The Hobbit to this, and the budget, they were still trying to get money as they're filming,
Yes,
and just that's why I said, look, I'll work for free. I'm not worried about money. I just want to help. I want to be a part of it. I think, I knew Taika and I knew Jermaine, and I'm like, these guys are amazing. Like, that's why I said I can either work on it or not work on it.
I was the same, man, and I worked for free. I flew up from
that
Christchurch.
That was crazy meeting you, 'cause I was like, what? This guy's flying up from Christchurch? Because I remember saying, bro, I'm from Christchurch too.
Yeah.
And having that kind of...
Oh, we instantly just, there was something there, eh?
I just thought we were both up there working. I mean, we're both working for free. We both wanted to be a part of it and would do anything to be a part of it and helping out. And to me, like that was my favorite movie because of I don't know, the crew.
The vibe was pretty good, eh?
Yeah, the vibe was really relaxed.
Yeah.
Apart from that day. I'll never get over it. No, just kidding. No, but it was super relaxed, super funny. Like it was just I was pissing myself every day, just cracking up, laughing, and it was a hoot, and just knowing that I was going to be a part of history. Obviously Hobbit's history and everything.
I feel like
this for
it's
me
different,
was
man.
bigger. It was big, it was bigger for me.
Yeah,
It was just a fun film, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Well, this I feel like this film. No, I love The Hobbit. I'm a huge fan of Middle Earth. I think this film holds a more important place in New Zealand cinema than The Hobbit does. I think it really does. I would have to say.
Yeah, I'm not going to comment. In case someone clips it and then they might cancel me or something.
No, I love I love The Hobbit. I've seen The Hobbit far more times than I've seen this. But I do think that this film it was a huge
it's
risk.
uniquely Kiwi.
Dude, it is uniquely
you know
Kiwi.
what I mean? Like Hobbit is fantasy. It's Middle Earth. Obviously, it's filmed here.
But we kind of knew what we were going to get. This thing here was a huge risk, a financial risk for Taika and Jermaine to take. Most of it was out of their own pockets.
Yeah.
And dude, look at what it started. Two spin-off series, potentially a sequel in the works. And
really?
There's still talk of a sequel.
Them,
A huge man, and there's still talk of there being a sequel being done and stuff. And I reckon that film there, as well as Boy, is probably what got Taika the step up that he needed. Hunt for the Water People also was a huge.
Were you there the night they were on the waterfront by the Te Papa where they did the swearwolf scene? I think I was there the night they made up that. I was pissing myself when that went down.
Yeah.
And see, even that in itself.
Up in, Mount Vic.
Mount Vic,
I think Rhys Darby was the first time I met him. You need a coffee? You want a coffee? Everyone okay?
But even that wee ad lib and that whole werewolves not swearwolves thing, that potentially has spawned a sequel in itself. Like I mean, and it's just I think they're geniuses, man. It's,
I do
it's
too.
just...
And like I said, the majority of the movie was like improv. They knew where they wanted to go. They knew, but and I didn't see a lot of the stuff in the studio. But just what I seen, it was amazing. They had so many hours of footage.
Dude, I didn't know what to expect, and when you and I sat there at that premiere, and that opening title sequence started with that song,
just like blown away, how it looked, how amazing, and then like I said, just to get that pause. Oh my gosh.
Dude.
First, I remember getting text messages, people, bro, I just seen you on, I just seen you. Because it was just a flash, but that's all I needed, just to get that screenshot. Look, that was the first, first movie that I got seen on,
And you and I were on such a buzz that night. It was great, man. And then we got to go out and drink with Taika and Jermaine and Rhys, and it was just they were all the loveliest people, man.
Oh yeah.
And Taika he looked after me when I came up, and he really did. Like,
they were lovely.
They were just.
Jermaine afterwards goes, did you see yourself? I'm like, yes, thank you, because I know they would have, because even that day, like, Taika goes, Jamie, come over here, tuck yourself in and stand at the door. So he set me up there.
Nice.
And it was, like, I was in two scenes that day. There was a kind of bar scene. They said bring 2 costumes. There's a bar scene, and then there's a nightclub scene. So I had a beard in the first kind of set. It wasn't even seen in this thing. I shaved at lunchtime and then put on a suit. And
brilliant.
And I wanted my character was a dude that comes straight from work, didn't go home. So I was all messy suit. And then he goes, no, tuck yourself in and, be a bouncer kind of suit. And I was okay. Boom, boom, boom. So I was...
You looked the part too. I think you looked great.
Because there was 2 different scenes.
And you have like quite an evil sort of look on as they walk past as well. You're like sort of, it's good.
I remember the first take I was like, and I was like, afterwards I was like, no one said anything, like, don't say that, but I was just like, okay, I won't say that again, and the second one is just me looking at them. But I remember when they first come in, I'm just like, that wasn't it. So.
Oh, that's funny. No, that's awesome, man. Look, honestly, there's so much I could say about this film. I love it.
Right,
I think it's absolutely brilliant.
Stir crazy.
Oh, dude, I haven't seen this, but I love Gene Wilder and Richard Pryor,
the
man.
best. They're the
I just
best.
watched
And
the
that's the
doco
best
about
film. That's the best
Gene
film.
Wilder.
That's my favourite film of
Because
theirs.
they did some great films
that's
together,
the
man.
Best. That's the best. But I'm quite biased.
Yeah?
As a teenager, we watched it quite a lot on video.
So that was like one you had at home.
Yeah.
It was rewatched a lot. Yeah. Awesome.
I think my mum must have been into it, and that's what got us into it. Because
Yeah.
obviously, it's, you know.
How good are those two together, though, man?
Oh,
Like,
they're amazing.
So
they're
funny.
amazing. Like,
Yeah.
And you know, the basic story is they end up going to jail, getting done for armed robbery. It wasn't them. They're
Yeah.
innocent. There's these other dudes that kind of did it.
Yeah.
So they're
They're
in jail, and just funny. Like, you know, those two are hilarious themselves. But yeah, it was just one of those movies I remember as a kid. Just I could watch over and over and
Yeah.
over and
Yeah.
again, and just watch. And then I started watching, you know, a lot of the other movies and stuff. But yeah, that was definitely one for the childhood kind of growing up.
They've recently just re-released and remastered their films together, and like they're selling really well. Like they're really popular, really popular. Yeah, no, these guys are great. Pete, you would have seen all
I
the
don't think
films,
I've seen
eh,
it.
or-
I've seen some, but I don't think I've seen
That's
that
my
one.
favourite one of the
Okay, well,
Should we'll put that on, because we should watch that together.
we should watch
Because
it.
I'm keen as that.
Absolutely.
I'll watch it with you.
Bro, let's do it. Let's do it.
I'll be
Let's do it.
saying some of the words. Because you know how there's just some movies you can say the whole thing.
Is it Hear No Evil, See No Evil? When
That's a good one too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Richard Pryor plays the blind guy, and
Yeah.
Gene Wilder's deaf. I think
Yeah,
is that
yeah,
yeah.
No,
Well, I've seen that
that's a
one.
great movie
I
too.
have seen that one.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude.
Like I said, I'm biased because it's one.
That's
that
the
we
best.
Well, let's check that out because I haven't
watch it.
seen that.
That's
So
good.
let's
No,
get
I don't
together
think I've
during
seen
the
it
week and watch that. That is hilarious.
Next,
Another Kiwi film,
Another
eh?
Kiwi
Now,
film.
that film's good, and I know you like this film, don't you?
It's a masterpiece.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
It's a
masterpiece.
masterpiece.
well, I remember from the video store when I worked at the video store, seeing it, seeing a trailer, this one coming, and I was like,
Oh, dude, that trailer is.
oh yeah. And I remember as a kid knowing this story, Aramoana, hearing about this because it was pretty big,
Yeah,
it was
Especially
like-
for Canterbury too, because
well,
it was so close, man.
Yeah,
Like,
well, 100%. And it was like, I remember, hearing about, when it happened and being like, wow, this can happen
here, yeah.
Because you don't think of being able to happen here and stuff. And I remember some people thinking, oh, is it too soon? It's, they say it about everything, it could be 100 years. Oh, is it too soon? I don't know. When is it a good time to do, So
Depends
it's
on how you do it, isn't it?
well, 100%. And it's like another movie I worked on, I think you worked on, Catching the Black Widow.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Another thing, like, is it too soon? Because I was kind of questioning that, but then realizing that some of the family were a part of it, wanting to help tell the story, was like, oh, it can't be too soon then, if they're kind of supporting it. I'm not too sure on.
But that one was
Yeah.
just so well crafted, wasn't it?
Oh,
Like-
I just like, it was
like-
just freaky,
Yeah,
scary.
yeah.
Like, you're like a fly on the wall watching it, because you know the kind of story of
Yeah.
what happened. You don't know all the details, but I just remember some of the shots, some of the things, it was just real kind of,
Robert really caught the vibe for that one.
Yeah.
It's a real.
Yeah.
It worked. Everything worked about it.
I mean,
Yeah.
like, I love true stories too. Like, if someone
Yeah.
said, "What's your favourite genre?" It would be true stories and comedy, generally.
Nice. Yeah.
Which there's not many ones that combine both, but they should. But yeah, there is
But
probably some.
that is one of the best examples of a true story, man. Done
Yeah,
right.
definitely not a comedy.
Everything.
No.
But but early at the start, there are a
Oh,
few.
yeah,
there are a
yeah.
few. I mean, it's Rob Sarkis, who is a genius at comedy. I mean, Scarface,
Yeah.
Two Little Boys, and for him to pull this one out, man, after Scarface was like, fuck, like this is
Yeah, no, I loved it.
me too.
I loved it. I
Yeah.
mean,
And was it popular at the video store?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And it would, like, when everyone, it was one that I point out. But I tell them, look, but I like true stories. If you,
It's a hard watch.
But this is what I said, because there was, a lot of ones that I like, as you might tell, they're not for everyone.
Yeah.
And some of the ones I like are for everyone. They're the classic ones that everyone likes.
Yeah.
But yeah, I suppose everyone likes what they like. I really like true stories. Anything true story is. I've always, I don't know, especially at the video store. A new true story would come in, and it leads me to my next one, which is another true story.
You used to take them home heaps, like you'd
Yeah.
always. Yeah.
And my mother, my kids, and other bits and pieces. Like, I ended up, not fighting my boss, but talking to my boss about, hey, we really can't afford $8 each to buy one of these new
Oh, did you have to rent them yourself?
at the start, but then these are new releases that come out, brand
Yep.
new, and obviously
If it didn't go out for the night, you
Yeah,
could
No,
do
well, that's the thing.
Yeah.
As long as it doesn't cost the business money,
Yes.
you know, and it's like we need to be watching some of these movies so we can
recommend them.
recommend these movies,
Exactly.
and like we want to be watching them. So instead of $8, you kind of put it down to $2, and everyone's happy with that. They're paying $8, well, down to $2, you know.
Yep,
Got to
yeah.
have it back the next night, and only ones that, you know, we've got heaps of copies of, not
Yeah.
ones that we've got one or two, you know.
Yeah,
As
yeah,
long-
yeah.
The whole thing is as long as it doesn't cost the business money.
Yep.
Yep.
And so we ended up, I think down to $2, which was sweet, and a couple of bucks to watch a brand new movie. So it was kind of a compromise, which was awesome.
That's interesting to know just how that would work though in a video store.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean,
They get it free here. I mean, this could be a money spinner for me. Oh, sorry.
charging $2. Sorry, guys. It's a daisy. But
The
yeah,
Jamie tax.
but this was a long time ago. You know, times were different.
They were dear. They were dear in those days.
Oh,
Exactly.
to
They were.
buy, to buy.
Yeah, they had to pay like
some of
a-
them were like 60, 90
Yeah,
bucks.
you had to pay like a
Some of
rent,
them-
rental
some of them
fee
were
or something.
crazy,
Yeah.
'Cause
Oh,
they-
so when you buy them, you'd have to buy a rental
Oh,
copy?
back in those
or-
days, it was
Yeah.
almost like $100 when they
yeah,
first came out.
yeah. But
So you couldn't just go to the warehouse.
It was,
and buy
it was your license to.
because sometimes
yeah.
they'd come out. They'd come out before they go to the warehouse.
Yeah, you get them early and-
You get them exclusive
Right.
before they went to the warehouse for I don't know 2 or 3 weeks or something. So they
So you'd get, that's what a rental copy is,
Yeah.
and then obviously the warehouse one would have all the special features, whatever. Yeah.
yeah.
It's probably the same one, but you got it
Well, because
before.
quite often
You
you'd
got
see
it
a
before.
rental copy though, like it was
Yeah,
that they
there was
do.
a
Yeah.
lot of
Oh
them
no,
were
I don't
like
think it was.
60
Don't
bucks,
think it was those. I think they're just
A lot of them were
not for
right.
rental.
Because at Blockbuster, we always got lots of copies of them. you
Yeah,
know. It was
yeah,
a
yeah.
huge store, and we got heaps of copies of them and stuff like that. But some of them were really pricey, you know, $60
Yeah.
a pop. And I remember like adding them in and being like, oh, you know, how much are these? And you know, even when he started showing me about buying and you know why and you know research and looking in, you know.
What's popular, what's not. Yeah.
And,
yeah.
I mean, the price too, you know, made a difference. Of you know, sometimes we'd get 56 movies. You know, we'd get a whole 8x8 bay of movies, one movie that's out. You know,
Wow.
we'd have 56 copies of it. You know,
What?
yeah,
It's amazing, eh?
Yep.
Yeah.
and that was a regular thing.
Yeah.
Like when you have big movies like Transformers or other bits, it would be a whole
Really?
bay and like you know,
And they'd all get
8
rented
by 8.
out and yeah.
Yeah, generally because there it was like you know one night to then to 3 and then to 7.
Of
And we'd have
course.
this thing every week of what you know what's going down. Should we bang it down? Should we bang it down? Hold off another week.
Right.
You know, try and you know get
So
top
there's
dollar for
quite a
them.
bit of an art to it, eh? To make sure you get as much money as you can out of.
Especially you know, I mean, I don't know about how here, but Blockbuster were pretty fines. You know,
Yeah.
$8.
Pretty strict on the
If
fines
you-
and stuff,
If you're
yeah.
5 minutes late, $8. You know,
Wow.
for a 1 night new release. For a 3 night new release, $2.65. For a 7 night new release, like $1.10. It was a portion of you know a day kind of thing.
And did you have to pay off some of your fines to get out another film? Was there a cap or?
Yeah, $20. Like if your
20
fines are over
bucks.
$20, you had to be cleared.
Yeah.
If
You
they
had to
were-
clear it. You couldn't bring it back.
or
to...
over a month.
Right. Yeah.
So if they were 2 years old, sorry, it doesn't matter if it's $10, you have to pay that off or you know.
Yeah, nice.
So that
fair enough.
was the rules and stuff. So
Yeah.
over $20 or over. I think I ended up even talking to him about, hey, we're going to put these, you know, fines are a bit crazy.
Yeah. Interesting.
Because as the time went on, and people were like, you know, rah, and I'm trying to be the manager saying, hey,
Yeah.
there's a problem. We need to, you know, because you know, you got 2 of them, and then you're 5 minutes late. You know, things
5 minutes
close.
late's a bit much, isn't it?
Because
But,
it's because we had the latest return time.
yeah.
You know, so
And then you sometimes have
Right.
people waiting for the film to come in
yeah,
as well. Yeah.
yeah. Oh, 100% a lot of times.
Wow.
So we had the latest return time. It's just before we close the next day. So a lot of times you have it over 24 hours. You know, whatever time you could get in the morning, have it all that night, and then have to return the next day at night.
Did you ever
But once
get?
we're closed, it's late.
Did you ever get people? Remember on Seinfeld, George Costanza sneaks behind the decanter and he like, looks up the person's address and he goes to their house to get the film and they haven't watched it yet, so he sits down and watches it with them. Have you ever seen?
No.
No, you
That
never
would
had anyone try and get their address.
No.
I'll just go and pick it up
I'll
off
go
them.
pick it up.
What's
No.
their number? Yeah.
That would be, yeah.
I was that guy.
We wouldn't be able to give out those.
No,
details.
I bet you couldn't. No, until you get a George Costanza sneaking behind the
Yeah.
counter. And...
$20.
Yeah. Oh, that's hilarious. Oh man. Look. Anyway, back to out of the
Right,
blue.
next one. Next
I just one thing I did want to say is Matthew Sunderland's performance
Yeah,
as
he's pretty
David
good.
Gray. Holy shit!
great.
It's one of the best best
and also,
performances
what's
of
his
all time. Carl Urban.
Carl Urban,
Carl
yeah,
Urban
yeah,
as,
yeah.
as the cop. Yeah, I mean, the whole film is full of great performances, but Matthew Sunderland, special mention.
Yeah,
because
actually, it's surprisingly he hasn't done better, but maybe
he's popped up.
he played it too well. And
He's popped up in a few
Okay.
short films and bits. But look, every time I've seen Matthew, I think he's amazing.
He's a good
and
actor.
he should have popped up in more.
He should have, I agree.
I hope,
He
and I
was
hope he
great,
does, because he's fucking awesome.
Going back to the video store days, this was another one that I really enjoyed. Like, it's a true story, and it's a sad story. It's a crazy story.
Yep.
But it's a true story. Don Cheadle, I think he got nominated for Academy. I don't know if he.
Yeah, I
might
haven't
have
seen
won
it, but
I'm not too
I know
sure.
the film. Yeah,
But yeah, it's
Nominated Best Actor.
Yeah. So I mean, it was good. It was shot. It was sad.
Based on true story and a
but the thing
hostage situation, was it?
Kind of
Yeah.
history and
Yeah,
learning
yeah.
a bit about some history that I don't know.
And the war or something to do with
Yeah,
some different
it was
war.
to do with
wasn't it?
different
Have you not
tribes
seen
and
this?
stuff.
I haven't seen it, no.
I've never seen it either, but
Yeah.
it's been highly recommended
Yeah.
to me a couple
No,
of
I
times.
mean, like I said, it's not for everyone. It's not comedy. It's not.
No, I've heard it's pretty
it's
hard.
It's
Yeah.
just a crazy moment of time in a history that I remember reading or hearing a little bit about, but
Yeah.
not really going in depth and being like,
Yeah.
okay, there's these guys and those guys, and seeing kind of how it unfolded and stuff.
And this
So-
film does it well, obviously.
I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I haven't watched it for years. I was trying to go back to when I was at the video store and what ones kind of
Rented well and so
yeah,
forth.
but also ones from my childhood. There's some
Yeah.
some that I just like from my childhood. You
Yeah.
know, comedies and bits and pieces. But yeah, this one I liked it. But like I said, not for everyone.
No,
Like I said, I've only heard good things, so I would love to see that at some point. Yeah.
Okay.
Gone, baby.
Not familiar
gone.
with this one.
Gone Baby Gone.
It's a good film.
This is a good film.
Yeah. Is it? No,
Cast.
is it a Clint one? No.
So I
No.
can't remember.
It's BNF. It's Ben.
Oh,
Yeah.
wicked.
Ben directed
Oh,
it.
Yeah.
Ben Affleck's done.
Yeah.
I love all of his films that he's
Um,
directed. So
It's a good movie.
Yeah?
Yeah. Well, I don't want to give too much away.
I remember seeing it, but it's good from my memory.
this must be one of his
I can't remember the
first
story, but it was good.
directing.
Yeah,
ones,
it's about a
surely.
little girl that kind of goes missing and
It's his directorial debut. There you
yeah,
go.
yeah. Who Ben's Ben?
It's Ben Affleck. Yeah, it's
Oh,
his
wow,
first
okay,
film, first directed film.
Yeah, no, I enjoyed it. Like I said, I was trying to think of at the video store, a handful. There's other movies that I couldn't find that I was like, oh, I wish I could find this one, because they're kind of off the beaten track. And I was,
But
most of my movies aren't. Most
That
of my
isn't
movies
that
are-
isn't one of the more common ones, and it is a beauty here.
Yeah,
I agree.
no, I enjoyed it. The twist was just.
I can't even remember the
That's-
twist actually.
That for me is those movies that you're thinking
Yep.
one thing and everything is like this, and then it's
Yep.
whoosh, you get sucker punched and you're like, oh, okay.
He's a good actor, and the accountant is a good. Have you seen him in The Accountant? That's a
Not
good.
too
That's a
sure.
good little
This
thriller that he
looks
does.
great, man. This is a really good cast.
Yeah, no,
Looks
it's a good,
awesome.
It's a good movie.
Yeah.
It's a good movie.
No, like I said, I love all of his films, so I'll be having to check that out. You like it, Pete? You...
Yeah, that was a good film from
Yeah.
my memory. I can't
Nice.
quite remember the story, but I do remember it was a great film. Yeah,
Cool.
yeah.
No, I'd
Okay.
love to see that. yeah.
Flying high.
And
Oh,
now,
sorry,
now
I
more
shouldn't
true
have
stories.
said. Back to the comedy.
More
Sticking
true
with the
stories.
theme here, yeah.
Flying High or Airplane. I think they go by both names and stuff.
Oh, they do too. You're right.
Is it the same film?
Yeah,
Flying
it was
High and
cool.
Airplane.
I thought it was two different
No.
films.
No,
It's the same.
somewhere
What?
different
Flying
countries.
High 1 and Flying High 2
No
are the same
way.
as Airplane 1 and Airplane 2.
Different,
I've always known them
different
as
countries,
Airplane.
different
I
names.
thought Flying High was one of just a cheap
Yeah,
knockoff
it's the same,
of
it's the same thing.
Classic.
So there's Airplane 1, Airplane 2, Flying High. Just they for me were classics. Teenager, just crazy humour, real.
Yeah, is Liam Neeson going to go out and do Flying High now that he's done Naked Gun remake?
Possibly.
I've heard it's really good.
Like
The new one. The
yeah,
new
well,
one.
a friend of mine
Should we go and
messaged
see it?
me. Well, I'm keen. I've got another friend that said, "Hey, bro, blah blah," because he knows that we kind of like those crazy
Yeah.
movies like Naked Gun,
Yeah.
Hot Shots. Those
yeah.
really
Yeah.
stupid.
All the
Super silly. I love them, man. I
They're
love
my
them.
favourite, like growing
Yeah.
up, like just the stupidest.
Laugh
kind
your
of,
ass off. Yeah, I'm a sucker for
and
those,
Flying
man.
High, what was those classic lines? I look like picked the wrong week to quit sniffing glue. And, all those ones. And he's doing all those drugs. Yeah,
He's great, that guy. Isn't he?
Just anything that just takes your mind off the troubles of your life and
Yeah.
just crack up to and just laugh.
I keep getting those Leslie Nielsen clips popping up on Facebook and YouTube and stuff, just from from Airplane
Gun
and Naked
and-
Gun
yeah.
and stuff, man. So funny,
Oh, yeah.
so funny, man.
Which leads me to my next
Oh
one.
yes, alrighty.
One of my
Good
favourite
choice.
movies of all time.
dude.
Oh, really?
Comedy. And the funny thing is, there'll be some people that will absolutely hate this movie, hate this guy, think this is the worst, I just thought it was hilarious.
I like.
I thought it was just hilarious, you know.
Yeah.
How it was shot, how it was done, the rawness of it, you know.
Yeah.
Obviously a lot more. Some people say he might not be able to get away with it today, but he did, kind of a couple of years ago or whatever.
Yeah.
He did a Borat kind of too, and I didn't see that for a long time. Like, I didn't even realise that he had made a new one.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's pretty good. Not as good as the original, but it's pretty good. It's pretty good.
No, I mean, just such a classic, you know, just his whole story, his adventure, and just the people that he kind of come into contact with. And just
It showed America, didn't it? Like
just kind of,
yeah.
I just think it was a hoot, and, you know, I just think he's...
Sounds like he's your kind of guy though, because
Well,
when you told us the story about telling the American that he couldn't.
Yeah, sorry, mate. I don't set up Americans here. No, I mean,
You
I
do
love
have a
him.
really good sense of humour, bro.
I try.
Every time we hang out, I laugh my
try.
ass off, and you crack me up, man.
You know,
you're
I
funny.
try, you know,
You're a funny
can't
guy.
always, you know, be funny.
I know, but
But, you know,
even that's funny. Bro, I fucking love this movie.
Yeah.
I had to sneak into the cinema to see this because I wasn't old enough.
Really?
So, yeah. And
Was it an R16?
So what happened was I got a good wee story.
R16, there
It's
we go.
R16. So I really wanted to see it,
Yeah.
and my mate Ben Douglas also wanted to see it. There was a buzz before
yeah.
this came out,
Yeah,
man.
big
Like,
time.
and people were quoting it before it had even come out because there must have been a trailer or something.
yeah.
This is very early.
Yeah,
early.
It was
yeah.
yeah. Also, because it was Ali G character, I had met Borat
Yes.
with, you know, watching Ali G. And
Yeah.
Watching, there was little skits
he-
of him.
he
There was
did,
little
yeah,
skits of him.
He already
So his character was already quite
Developed.
established and
Yeah.
developed and stuff. Obviously, this was just, okay, we're going to run with this Borat character, like they did Ali G, but Borat
Yes.
was just hilarious.
Dude, it was
Like,
such a genius
turned up
idea,
to this
man.
kind of bear shoot, or, you know, this anti-fox, anti-bear shooting, anti-hunting.
Yeah.
And he turns up there with the bear. Oh, we like to shoot a dog. Yeah. You know? And just, what? You shoot dogs? You get away. You know, just the craziness of it, and just like that was the, you know, before he did this. And
Just winding people up.
this
eh?
was a perk for the video store. They did once a year. They'd like Roadshow would do a big movie before it came out. We could go there and they'd put on the movie on for
For the staff. And really?
for different
shit.
Promo
different-
for the thing, yeah.
promo the film.
Do you get invited to those?
Yeah,
sort of
we have
things,
some
or-
here for the each year. There's, in fact, they just had one in Auckland, so that when they have them on, they last about 3 or 4 days.
Cool.
You get to see lots of trailers, and then you normally get 2 or 3
Yeah.
films.
Nice.
Yeah, so because the like different distributors have different things. This was a Roadshow thing from memory, and I just remember being like, because I was hanging out to see it
for anyone
I was
else.
hanging out to
Dude, and
see
then
it.
you
I was
get
hanging
the
out- got to-
early
got to see it
invitation and-
before, you know, before it kind of came out. Or
Oh
whatever.
my god! You must have been waiting for other people to see it just so you could talk about it. Like,
Pretty much.
so when this came out, I really wanted to see it. My mate Ben really wanted to see it, and we devised a plan to go and see it with my dad and my dad's good friend Glenn, and because my friend Ben also lost his father at a very early age. So the plan was we would go in, and my dad, who's normally quite persuasive and convincing, would just be like, "Doesn't need ID. He's my son. He's with me. It's fine." And I was pretty sure that would work, but you know, it wasn't going to work. And so anyway, we get up the front of the line, and I'm with my dad, and my mate Ben is standing with Dad's friend Glenn, who's sort of posing as his father. We get to the front, we bought the tickets and stuff, and they were like, "Oh, no, these, you know, we can't let." So I think my dad had to buy adult tickets for us or something, and so anyway, sorry, we can't let you in without ID. And Dad's like, no, it's fine, he's of age, blah, blah. Anyway, pretty quickly, Dad was just like, "Well, sorry, son, you're not seeing this one." And I thought, okay, well, that's all good. Let's just hop in the car and go to Denny's. And Dad's like, "See you in an hour and a half. Uncle Glenn and I are going to go and watch this film." So it's like, oh, okay. So we buggered off to Time Zone. They went and saw the film, and they came out laughing their asses off. And I was gutted that we'd missed out, but we kind of made the most of it. We hung around at Time Zone. Anyway, a few weeks go by, and I was like, I've got to see this goddamn film. And so, like, there was a bit of a whisper at my high school that the Masters Hollywood Cinema in Sumner, whatever it's called, the cinema out in Sumner, they don't check IDs. They're pretty lax.
Yeah.
And so sure enough, we jump on the bus one day and we take the bus out there, and we got this old fella behind the counter and that. And can we get 2 tickets to Borat, please? Yeah, sweet as. Like the only 2 people in the cinema, dude. I probably never laughed harder in a cinema. Like we were as soon as we had those tickets in our hands, we were just like kids in a candy shop, man. Like we just sat down. The movie started, and we just cried with laughter for like nearly 2 hours.
Oh,
It was
yeah.
so funny. I think the only other cinema experience I've had where I laughed as much was probably like Jackass 3.
Yeah.
I saw that movie 6 times. And
My God.
yeah.
There's a lot of times.
I know. Well, it was in 3D, and I knew probably wouldn't get to see it in 3D for a long time, and I haven't since. They didn't do a re-release or anything, so there you go. I'm glad I saw it 6 times. But yeah, that film, man, is just so funny, and I still watch it today, and I
haven't seen it for a while, but
neither.
It's one I could definitely just put on and be like,
Dude, so quotable.
Yeah.
I quote that every day, man. Even I can't say my wife without going,
Yeah.
my wife.
my wife.
Dude, like
Nice.
I still quote it. Yeah.
But yeah, it's just so many quotables. He's definitely.
We'll
my
put it away
favourite.
before we end up quoting the whole film, because
I'll go for this one because you're talking about 6 times.
Ooh, what's
I
this?
remember
Dude.
when this came out,
Braveheart,
watching it
man.
like 6 times.
yeah.
Oh, really?
Braveheart.
Really?
Historical again? You like those
Well,
historical?
it's a true story,
Yeah.
but also
Badass true
for
story.
most of my life, I've been told I'm Scottish. These lines came from Scotland. These lines came. I knew some of them had come through Australia, but I won't admit to that. And then so Scotland is what I'd been told.
Yeah.
My last name and where we come from and stuff. So this was a movie. It's only in the last couple of years when I got DNA back. Apparently, I'm 52% Irish.
Oh, all right.
So fiddly dee. But no, it's. I watched this because I said, "That's me. That's my people." Yeah, Braveheart. 6 times when it first came out. Like, just
What
watched it.
percentage Scottish were you?
I'm about 13 or
Oh, that's still not bad.
Not too bad,
It's
yeah.
not 52%. Like, I'm more Irish, which it's out of it finding more. I've researched bits and pieces and finding out now, especially with DNA and how amazing that it is, and saying you're from this part of Ireland, which apparently. There's been some troubles there.
What is it?
Northern Ireland.
It's Northern
Yeah.
Ireland. No shit.
Yeah. So
Really?
That, I want to try and find out, more. Like, what side was my ancestors on? Or,
Yeah.
did they run away and go to Scotland? Because that's what, from my understanding, looks like it happened.
Right.
Okay.
Northern Ireland's got a pretty cool history, man. Like they built the
yeah,
Titanic there. They
I've
built the DeLorean motor car there. You know that?
Oh, really?
DeLorean's from
No.
Belfast, bro. Northern Ireland.
I didn't
Wow.
know that.
Made
No,
by-
'cause
built by the Irish.
I'm only learning more about it, since I found out
Yeah.
that I'm 52% Irish.
I know a weird amount about Northern Ireland, particularly from from the DeLorean and stuff. But
It's-
and we just watched a good film, In the Name of the Father, which is a
Yeah,
Daniel
yeah,
Day-Lewis
yeah.
film.
Yeah.
Which
You
is-
seen that?
Yeah.
And they're from Northern Ireland, Belfast. Yeah.
So it's pretty interesting. But
Dude,
Braveheart was
that's so good.
It was such a great movie. Just some of the it's got quotables.
Yeah, that's like the Scottish
My
film,
Ireland,
right?
or
Yeah, it's like
yeah.
Braveheart or Trainspotting.
yeah. No, I loved it. Growing up thinking, because to me, I thought that's my history, that's my people.
Yeah. You're
of
proud.
It is.
Like, I can't remember exactly how much percent, but as soon as I was 52% Irish, it's like, top of the morning to you. But no, it's,
Well, at least they weren't fighting the Irish. It was English, wasn't it?
yeah,
yeah,
100%, 100%. As long as I'm not English. No, but I've got English in me as well.
It's such a good film, though, man. I only just watched this for the first time 2 years ago.
Yeah.
My dad loves
Made you watch it?
historical epics. Well, I wouldn't even say made me watch it. It was one of those ones that I've been meaning to watch for a long time,
Yeah.
and just
Well, in that case, you've got to go back to his first one. Yes.
E.T.
No, actually, second one. What was it again? Oh no, it was actually James. Sorry,
That's all right.
it was James before you had the other historical
What was
one.
the pick?
No, it was oh, now I've ruined this, haven't I?
No, not at all.
Cut it out, Pete.
No.
Dave's sitting there going, there's no editing,
no,
boys.
no, I was thinking-
What
no, 'cause
historical film is it?
No, it was the one about the Catholics and all that. The Ridley Scott one. Dave's Heaven.
Oh,
Yep.
Kingdom of Heaven.
Kingdom of Heaven,
that
yeah.
was another one that we
You
just
seen that
talked
one?
about. Yeah.
a long time ago. Yeah.
Orlando
I
Bloom.
was thinking it was you, but it was James before you. Yeah. But let's cut
That's-
that out.
that-
We'll cut that out.
No, it doesn't matter. No, it's fine. 'Cause it is another good film, and it's a film that I also need to see.
It's very much in the vein of this one, actually.
Yeah, no, Dad told me to watch it. I wouldn't say he made me watch it. I watched it with great
Yeah,
pleasure.
long,
It was
it's like
fucking
3
awesome,
hours
man.
long.
Dude, it was so badass though. It just
I never would think that I'd be into this 3-hour movie and watch it 6 times.
And Mel
Dude.
Gibson directed it.
Yeah.
Beautiful direction.
yeah, he's a legend, man.
Yeah, he
His
is.
directing's
Just,
amazing.
I mean,
yeah.
the whole movie was awesome. Just because I remember watching it at the movies first.
Really, that would have been awesome to see on the big screen.
I'm trying to think. Now I'm like, I don't want to be like, hang on, how
No,
old
you
was
would
I
have.
then?
You would.
How old-
If you'd seen it
I
6
thi-
times, you
yeah,
would have
I've
gone to.
def- I remember seeing it at least 6 times.
Yeah.
A couple of
It
the
was
movies
like
and-
early 2000s, the late 90s.
Yeah, it's not that old. You would
99
have
to
definitely seen it.
Well,
Man.
95. There you go.
Yeah. No,
Yeah,
you
man.
would've-
No, that's a masterpiece of a film. I'm ready to watch this again, actually, because
Yeah.
it's
Oh, it
so
is. It's
good,
epic.
man.
And Lucky Last.
Lucky
Dude,
Last.
the comedy of all comedies.
Blazing
Good
Saddles.
God.
And back
just
to-
when I seen it, like I said, back, of just crazy comedies, like
Yeah.
just ridiculous comedies.
Yeah, which you
Like,
couldn't get
out the
away.
gate, stupid, don't have to think too hard.
Would you get away with this now, you reckon?
Nah.
You don't reckon? You don't
Not
reckon?
at all. No, someone,
at all?
You'd be cancelled.
Oh,
There's
no,
no way.
some of it's really bad, but some of it's not that bad. Like,
Nah, I
it's,
mean-
it's pretty loose, but
Yeah, it depends. Like, I don't know. It's a hard one because I remember, watching this at my grandma's house.
Yeah.
And like as a kid being
well, my
like,
dad showed it to me as a kid too.
yeah, and like seeing like this woman, getting beaten up.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen such cruelty? And just the craziest stuff. And then there's that town that is not a real town, and all the other things, and then they're like, it's just a.
It's bad
It's
shit,
so
eh? It's so
crazy.
good though. It's cool, man. It's such a
Yeah.
fun film, eh?
I think so. I don't know. I mean, some people say it hasn't aged. It's definitely aged a bit, because it's like 30, 40 years old or something. But
Yeah.
it's crazy how the
Time
craziness
marches
of it. Yeah, and now you can't do it.
Yeah.
Can't say that. Can't do this. Can't say that. Can't do this.
But it's a reflection of the times, and if people watch it now and find stuff offensive, then
That's their own fault. No.
But that's probably like an example that we are educating in the right way and blah blah blah.
Yeah.
But the fact that it's still available, you can still rent it, you can still watch
Oh,
it.
definitely.
If you watch it and find it offensive and don't want to watch it, don't fucking watch it.
Yeah,
You know,
Mel,
it's,
Mel Brooks can still get away with it.
Of course he can, and he's
Yeah.
about to do Spaceballs 2.
What?
Do you know that?
No, see, I don't
Bro,
know.
Rick Moranis is coming out of retirement
Is he?
Oh,
to
what?
be
Nice.
in Spaceballs 2.
Oh wow.
Yeah, he hasn't acted in anything for 30 plus years, man. 30 plus, maybe about 30 years. It's a long time, late 90s. Yeah, and so they've just announced Spaceballs 2. They're bringing back the core cast, whoever's still alive, and they're doing it again, man. Mel Brooks is writing. They released the trailer, like a pre-teaser trailer thing already. I think it's shooting now, or it's in early production now.
You'll be
And
a sure
it's-
bet for that one, yeah?
It's happening.
Yeah. That's pretty. It's amazing, like, just remakes or what are they called? Reboots.
Reboots,
Or,
yeah.
I think they work. There's good
Well, this
ones and
this one is. I guess it is still, for how long it's been. You might still call it a reboot, but then, I guess because it's still the same cast and director and writer and everything. To me, it is just it's a sequel. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah, fully,
which
fully.
I think bodes
Obviously,
pretty well.
Yeah.
I would rather see that than a reboot of Spaceballs, but yeah,
Yeah.
I don't think we'll ever get
It'll
a sequel.
be interesting. I mean, there's going to be people that are going to love it, and there's going to be people that are.
What about
And that's
that?
what I mean. Yeah,
But that's
watch
like
it and-
everything. It's like, say, Happy Gilmore 2 come out, and there's people, oh my gosh,
Oh,
this sucks.
you saw that, didn't you?
Oh my
It's
gosh,
fucking
this is good.
hilarious, man.
I
Did you
liked
watch it?
I liked it.
It's great.
You know,
It's
I
so
thought it was
funny,
cool,
man.
And it's not life changing.
No.
It's just dumb, stupid
No.
comedy that I'm not thinking about my bill that I have to pay. I'm not thinking about. I'm just just escaping. for a
Adam
bit,
Sandler
watching
and
it.
golf.
Yeah.
I'm not going to watch it again in a
And I mean,
hurry,
just
but
the
fuck, it was
cameos
good,
and-
man.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. I didn't hate it.
Nah.
And
And a Spaceballs 2 is that. I'm happy
well,
with
100%. That's
Yeah.
what I mean. There's going to be people that just they don't like any movie.
that. Yeah.
They're just haters.
So comedies and
True
period
stories.
dramas. Fucking
Yeah,
cool, man.
yeah.
But I mean, there's other thrillers and stuff. I like I said, ones with a twist that oh my gosh, I did not expect.
Yeah,
that.
totally. Yeah.
Those ones.
Which
definitely like-
Gone Baby Gone's kind of like,
Yeah.
isn't it? Yeah.
Because I was looking for the other movie called Crash. You know
You've
the
got,
movie Crash?
I'm sure. Yeah, I haven't seen.
No, is
Crash,
that
I
the,
know.
Yeah, that's another one that's really good.
where people watch car crashes and feel all sexy? Eh?
Well, there's that one by David Cronenberg, but there's also the other one that was the drama. So there's the.
This is a kind of drama thriller about all these different people with different
Yeah,
lives
that's
and they
a
all come
different- not that
together
one.
and stuff.
Ah.
It's an out of it movie. Like,
Yeah?
yeah, I just couldn't
Yeah.
find it.
Yeah. That'll be in drama
I'm
probably.
pretty sure you have. I'm sure I've seen.
We've
it.
got it. We've
Like
definitely
Terrence
got
Howard.
it. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yep.
And yeah, it's pretty. I think Ludacris is in it.
Oh yeah. Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, I need to watch that as well. So you've so we talked a little bit earlier about Catching the Black Widow.
Yeah.
And what would you say is your favourite Canterbury film of all time if you had to pick?
Yeah, that one's actually pretty good. I'm trying to think of other Canterbury ones. Like, some of them I probably haven't seen.
Cause
Even though we exceeded that for in Wellington, didn't we? But yeah. But
what was that with? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cats of Black Widow, yeah.
They still did shoot here though.
Yeah,
I mean, it
yeah.
would still, I'd still call
Not
it.
much, but you worked on it. That's right.
Yeah.
Because you worked on it in Christchurch, so I worked on it in Wellington. It's
Yeah.
definitely like you know,
Oh, because you're in it.
I was a cast
You're
member.
in it. That's right. Yeah.
So that was my first movie that I'm actually got a name.
Yeah.
Cast.
And you look really good in it too. Because you had like a wig and stuff on, eh? And
No, it was my hair. But
That was your hair?
They made it all crazy. they honestly made.
Bro,
like,
every
honestly,
time-
they teased up my hair and it made it look crazy, kind of like it was my hair.
I've watched that film with people and been like, look at Jamie's wig.
Yeah, it looks like
No shit.
a Trump thing. Like it's,
it does.
it looks
It's
like
it looks,
big hair.
That was
He's
a real
like,
thing.
Yeah.
pulled it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Because
Because they teased it up and
you don't look like you. That's
yeah,
the thing. It's yeah.
And because it was my brother that died, and it was my sister that kind of
Yes.
found out. Hey, this is so. It was pretty. It was out of it. Experience
Yeah.
on that, having like a. Because normally, if I've been an extra or featured extra or something, but this is okay. You're this guy, and this is.
But
the
you're
story
playing
and this-
someone real,
yeah.
man. Like it's
Yeah,
it's-
it was pretty out of it. Like and I enjoyed going to the and watching that movie and being like, wow, it's kind of better than I thought.
Yeah, well, that was
know
another
what I
one
mean?
that I came up for. It
And
was
did
a
you get to
beautiful
meet-
premiere, and
Did you get to meet the guy? So, Ham, did the character die in the story? I can't remember.
yeah, so we got to meet. It was Leanne Cartier, I think her name is. She wrote the book, I think it was. So she was the sister of
Yeah.
the victim. So,
She came to
that
set,
was-
didn't
that
she?
was a-
She came to set.
I think she did. I
yeah.
don't know if I was there when she did.
But did your character die, or was
No.
you? Oh, so did you
No.
meet the real person? Get to meet the?
No,
Okay.
no.
Yeah.
No.
You didn't get to like shadow them for a week and like
No.
learn how they talk
No,
and move.
I had one line or two lines. that
Yeah,
got
yeah,
cut. So I was just there looking.
'Cause the lady who-
carrying the coffin, putting it into the thing. Because I remember someone saying, "Oh, bro, I think you typecast as the crying dude, upset dude."
Because you're
'Cause on
crying in the Hobbit too.
Just with a sad face, like quivering lip,
You do have a quivering lip in the Hobbit.
Yeah.
Yes. Because I've seen that in 3D, 48
Yeah.
frames.
Because the lady who discovered the whole thing and wrote the book, she was on set quite a bit for that one, wasn't she?
I think she was. I mean,
Yeah.
the thing that made me be more relaxed about it is because I was thinking, is this story too soon? It's about a Christchurch murder that seemed only a couple of years ago.
It was,
you know,
yeah.
It wasn't that long, and it's like, I don't know, for some things, you've got to be wary of the victims and the victim's family, but obviously they're all about it and they're for it and they're okay and they're good. So it should be okay, it's just a question,
I think
because
it's
some
the-
things
it's-
might not never, you should never maybe do movies on something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Let's just say like a shooting that happened in Christchurch a couple of years ago. Can you imagine, trying to do a movie on that, or people, or
Yeah,
people-
or even just talking
I've
about
heard-
doing one within months of it happening.
exactly.
Yeah.
People are like, what are you doing? Well, you're trying to, just what's the word?
Cash in on
Cash in on it,
yeah,
or
yeah.
try and do that. To me, it's like it would. You could only do something like that if the victims wanted to do it.
Yeah,
or, and they probably don't, and they probably won't,
Yeah.
because it's such a crazy thing. But for that story of that murder, it is a pretty crazy out there story.
It is. It's
You know what
almost
I mean?
similar to the fucking thing that's happened recently in Australia with that woman
With
with the
Yes,
mushrooms and
yeah.
shit, man. Like,
100%, because she made it look like it was suicide.
and she was poisoning her husband for like years
Slowly
earlier,
and
and
down to
that
others.
happened with this
Yeah.
guy as well. He'd been sick multiple times, and it turned out she'd actually been doing it to him for fucking years, like
Yeah.
trying to.
So
Oh,
I was,
yeah.
I mean, trying to think of other Canterbury movies. Like, we need more movies.
We do need more
We
movies.
need more movies, Canterbury movies.
We do.
We need like a studio here.
Yes.
Like we need, so much.
So
things,
working on it.
Oh, I can't
The
wait.
mayor's
you know.
family are working on it.
Yeah. I
tough
mean, I just think it would, do so much for Christchurch.
Yeah, man.
Because we had to go away to do movies a lot of times.
Yes, true.
We had to.
Yep.
I had to leave Christchurch, take off for 20 years.
Same here because I'm from down here as well. I had to move to Wellington.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And
to
I
get to
mean,
work.
most movies you worked on are all up there,
Yeah. Yeah.
So I mean, it would be amazing.
And I've had to say no to projects in Christchurch because I've been in Wellington.
Been
Because
stuck on another one out there, yeah,
because
yeah.
these ones only come in last minute,
Randomly,
and
yeah.
I mean not always. So we've had
Yeah, you've had a good run.
we've had a very good run. But yeah, there's been the odd one where they've come in sort of quite
Bad
late
timing,
and just
yeah.
doing wee pickups or bits and pieces, and I've
Yeah.
had to say no, which sucks because it's like
Oh, yeah.
I would much rather be working.
And
on
hopefully we'll
Christchurch
see you
films.
back on it soon.
Oh,
Once,
definitely.
Yeah.
Once
I'm
your brother,
keen, especially if my brothers can
once
look
your brother
after my
gets to
mum.
town. Yeah.
It's only my mum,
Yeah.
But, you know...
No, good on you, man.
Well, she's got a few years in her, I'd say. If she's
Oh, yeah,
only
I think she'll still go. You know, she's the 1987 senior New Zealand women's wrestling champion.
Really?
Yeah.
Say that again?
The 1987 senior New Zealand women's wrestling champion.
No shit. That is epic.
Yeah. And not professional wrestling, Olympic style wrestling.
Yeah,
She was
of course.
one of the first women to be wrestling.
So you didn't get to.
That's amazing.
You didn't get to run around the house and cause trouble, did you?
No, sometimes. But yeah, we come from a wrestling family.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
No, Jamie's you've been doing jiu-jitsu for years, and
I havened done jiu-jitsu for years, but I did it for years.
You did it for years. That's what I
haven't done it for a long time.
And you did wrestling too, or not?
Yeah, wrestling. I did wrestling for a good 10 years. From when I was 5 to 15, played rugby league and rugby and.
Yeah, no, I've seen you in action with your jiu-jitsu at a couple of after-work drinks when you've had to.
Yeah. That wasn't my fault.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't. And you were the hero, man. You were the hero. But in fact, and the guy was about your height.
Really?
So yeah, and he went down. Yeah.
Yeah, and I didn't throw a punch.
No.
Just hugged him, put him in
He did just hug him.
Put him in a chokehold.
Whispered in his ear.
Told him stop being an idiot.
Cut it out. Have a wee
Nice,
nap.
man.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
That was scary too because I hadn't actually started the job. Oh, you know, I think I did a bit of security, but I was going to be working for a unit and I was waiting and stuff, and I had to be security that night, didn't I?
That was on a film job.
Yeah,
Wow.
I was in Christchurch.
Oh, really?
Hope and Wire.
Oh,
Or
really?
as some call it, Hope and Fired.
Yeah.
Well, for me, it was like that. Yeah.
Did you get fired
Yeah.
from that job?
Bloody Kevin sneaked in on me and got that one. That was all right. Didn't matter.
Oh, yeah.
I think I pissed John Harding off.
Well, my boss and his brother got fired on the same day, which happened to be my birthday. It's
Oh,
my birthday,
shit.
and they got fired. They got the job back the same day because
The lighting team.
Well, we're going to turn these lights off. You don't sort the shit out. And so they sorted
Yeah,
the shit
that
out.
was
crazy. That was so
a
crazy.
fucking weird job.
My
wasn't it?
birthday.
It was your birthday. Oh
Because
man.
my first gig is unit assist. And next thing people go, oh, you're going to be unit manager on your first job. And I'm like, no way. Like, I was just freaking out. Like, you've been fired. What, you've been fired? That was crazy.
Oh, dude. I feel like we're gonna have to get you back.
Is that where
cut that out,
is that where you first? Is that where you first was gay? Was it? Was it gay?
Yeah, gay.
Was Sam down for that one as well?
Shadows would have been before that, eh?
Yeah, Shadows was
So you would have
before.
worked with them
Okay,
on
okay.
Shadows and then...
Yeah, and
But you knew them from the Hobbit anyway.
well,
yeah,
I had flown down, come here because I'm going to be a runner on Hope and Wire.
Oh,
Here, ring the office. Oh no, we've given that job to someone else. What?
Let's go.
No, it was someone else.
Oh, really?
Because it was two like
It was a guy in Auckland.
Happens
'Cause
all
I
the
was-
happens
'cause I
all the
was-
fucking time.
I was
Yeah.
the runner and there were two runners.
Yeah. Because I was going to be me and you. And
Yeah.
then it was like, oh, cool. So I moved back down. Went in. Next thing, no job. Oh, you know. But Sam had already rang me, or Gabe had rang me and said, hey, we've got 4 weeks.
We need someone.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, I've got 12 weeks of this. So I'd rather do the 12 weeks. So I kind of said no, thinking about the 12 weeks. Then that didn't happen. It's like, oh, you still need me? Yeah, we'll take it. And then I also did a bit of security.
And I had the security because they needed security, and I hit up Jamie, and you.
I did it.
So we're down fine.
Yeah, well, it was late at night.
Templeton, like later
Oh,
night,
night security.
And like
No
I remember
one there.
going into the some of the rooms of the hospital, and you just get like this flash of what it used to look like 50 years ago.
It was a pretty freaky place, eh?
Yeah, the Templeton Hospital.
Really? Yeah, right.
Wasn't
right.
fun.
You're one lonely person doing DIT, smoking
It's funny
durries
to
in
say
the
that
room.
because I did security on Frighteners, and I was in the big old house in Frighteners.
Yeah.
And I was up it's an old Catholic school, so it probably wasn't so bad. But
In Littleton, the one in Littleton.
No, it was when they were in
Frighteners.
Wellington.
Oh
So-
yeah,
and-
one by the Haitaita Tunnel. Yeah.
Oh no, the one Avalon Street, which is in Island Bay. There's a big old house there.
Pulled down now. I think.
The actual main
Oh,
building's
the
been
brain
pulled
dead
down.
one's near the Haitaita.
Yeah.
Yes, that's near the tunnel. Yes, it is. Yes.
Hey, thanks, man.
No worries. That was fucking
Right, we're going to have to get you back.
Hey, thank you for listening, and please consider becoming a member of our nationwide mail-out service at allisonvideoland.co.nz/become-a-member. We need your support to keep this video shop alive. Thank you.